All right, everybody, welcome to Outside Interference. I am Mel. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We apologize for the late delay, but we had to make sure everything was right. And joining us tonight, special guy, friend of the show. You love him, I love him. A lot of people don't, especially Bob, but we're not going to talk about that. But tonight, I'd like to welcome the good one himself, Pastor CeeLo. Pastor, welcome to the
Yes.
show.
Yes. Thank you for having me back. I do appreciate this. Yes, yeah, but last time I was here, your buddy Ken, he got my name wrong. He got the introduction wrong. And you know what? It seems like you are following in the same footsteps because you also got the introduction wrong. So to save your job too, let me break it down for you. I am the light fall at the end of the tunnel. I'm the man with the holiest feet in the game. I am the good one, the good pastor, and the new mega fighting spirit champion, Pastor CeeLo. Yes.
Well, I do apologize for that, good sir. Um,
This is what I'm here for.
It's
This is
been
what
a
I'm here for,
while.
to help you out. This is what I'm here for.
I appreciate your help, man. It's been a while since you know what? Matter of fact, come on and step in the ring with me. All right. So while we in the ring, how does it feel now? You are, because you just said it, you are the new Mega Championship Wrestling Fighting Spirit Champion. How does it feel to have some more gold around your waist? Because last time we talked to you before things went south, you were actually the Brass Knuckles champion. So new title. What you feeling?
There's only one word that can describe how I feel. It's one word. I feel good. I feel very good. I feel great. I feel amazing. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Since I've been holding this title now, I've had one defense right now, okay? Since taking it off of the TikTok, I've had one defense on it. And I feel like something is still missing. Something is still missing from this title reign. And it's not really going to reign until I figure out what it is. Because the good, I'm not the biggest fighting man. I like to dabble in church things, collection plate things, money things, different things like that. But you know what? As the fighting spirit champion, I will take on all challengers. I will take on all comers. It doesn't matter who it is. This is the workhorse title of Mega Championship Wrestling, and I will respect it as it is. Yes.
Speaking of which, last time we were checking in on you, you ended up losing the collection plate to Dio Salvador and Chambea. Did you ever get it back? What's the word on the collection plate?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. The two that I did have at that point in time, you know what? There's no reason for me to have taken them back. I allowed Dio Salvador to keep those in remembrance of my victory over him. But I still have to do my churchly duties. I still have to make sure that I am gathering offerings, donations from the people. There will be a new plate at the next mega show. I recommend you be there. I recommend you be there in the front row, handing out your dollar bills to this new collection plate. The money train does not stop, just like the good pastor, just like your champion, just like me. Oh, yes.
Yeah, as we did catch word of that, as we knew, Bob has informed us that there will be a new church built with stained glass windows
Yes, with
that
holograms
star
of me
you.
in the window.
That
You need the holograms. So if you're not in the angle to see me at the podium, you can be looking at the hologram, and it's going to be preaching the same word I'm preaching up at the stage. You might be back in row 1634B, but you may not be able to really see me. I may look like a mouse from where you're sitting, but with the stained glass windows of the holograms of me will still preach the word to you. See, I'm always thinking of different things to make sure the people Hear me. I need to make sure that I get the good word to everybody. Everybody. I mean everybody. Yes.
Okay, I'm curious about the stained glass windows that or the holograms that show you,
What
but nevertheless,
explain everything about him, but nevertheless, go ahead.
okay. Bob has also informed us. You know, Bob, you and Bob don't get along. I understand that. I've
What
worked
I
with.
don't get what his problem is. Like I'm very good at my job. I'm just spreading the good word. What is wrong with this man?
I look. He's our investigative reporter. Apparently, you either said or did something to him a while back to where he don't like you too much. But he is one of my employees, so I do apologize for that part.
Well, you need to
But he's the best at what he does, man. I can't just fire him without good cause.
be horrible.
Look, Tim, Bob is not a criminal. He's not stalking the pastor. He is an investigative reporter. That is what they do. They investigate. All right. We're not going to do this today.
Whatever. Anyway, who?
Yeah. Um. So, new fighting spirit champion. You
Yes.
had a couple run-ins with El Tic Taco. And for those that don't know, El Tic Taco is not a liked person anymore. Even though he keeps telling everybody to follow him on TikTok, he ain't too much of a liked person right about now.
No, not at all.
What
Not
what caused this issue between you and El Tic Taco?
I mean, it's very simple. He's just been going around kicking everyone in the good ones. That's what the issue is. He wasn't a real fighting spirit. He would get in the ring to defend the title, but he would kick everyone, and even me, multiple times. He would kick people in the good ones. I didn't see that as a real fighting spirit champion. So I took it upon myself after the triple threat match between me, Jimmy Jammer, and him. And he decided, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to kick people in the nuts. Boom. Why? I mean, can I say that on the screen? Nuts. I meant the good
Yes,
one.
you're fine.
And
You're fine.
I made it upon myself. Lord told me the G Man up there, he let me know. He was like, hey, I have a mission for you. It's time for you to go after that title. It's time for you to stop the Mr. Taco. You must defend the spirit name, and that I did. That I made sure I did, and I claim this after winning the battle royal again, second time in a year at breaking down barriers. And then to take on Taco at the end. And I'm not gonna lie, I may have had a little assistance from Mr. Jimmy Jam Jammer. But you know what? Soon down the line, our paths may cross, Mr. Shakespeare, man. But the ending won't change. I'll still hold this. TikTok, well, I hope you go get some help. You just need help. Like, why would you continue kicking people in the good ones? I don't understand. That man needs help.
Speaking of good ones, how are yours after all of this? Because we were in attendance. We did see that he was making a few attempts to kick you in the good ones. So are
I
they
don't
intact? Are you intact? Like
know if this is
TikTok's
a
been on a
place
tear lately.
to be answering a question like or asking a question. What kind of are you a doctor? Why are you asking about my good ones?
Hey man, I'm just trying to make sure you look. You spreading the good one, ain't you? Spreading the word. We trying to make sure everybody's okay, man. That's
Good
all it is. That's all it is.
word. I'm actually pretty scared right now. But go ahead, continue. Yes. Oh,
Whatever the case is, nevertheless, you go through Chambea and El Salvador. You go through uh El Tic Taco and Jimmy. Got some help from Jimmy Jam. Are you? Well, let me ask a better question. What's going on with the church being your congregation or your table being the new Madam President and Raven and Butchie? What are you guys up to now?
so
Like, are you still at war with these guys or?
this is the situation with the church. Sebastian, I respect Sebastian on, becoming Madam President and different things like that. Um, I feel like there is possibly still unfinished business between Madam President and I. But you know what? I respect what they're doing and, happy to future endeavors for them. Same as Butcher. He has his own situation going on, also having to deal with Chris Onyx and numerous of matches between other opponents and pick your poisons and different things there. The biggest thing between those two is that they have their own situations going on, and I respect the fact that they needed to step away to go ahead and deal with what they need to. Now, as of Raven is still one that hangs around through the church and still tries to preach the word and things like that. He is still learning. He's still just doing the Raven things, and the G-Man Paxton Calloway. He is still up there doing his godly things, traveling from ring to ring to ring, putting the hands of the Lord on them. And you know what? We are all kind of doing our own thing right now. But I feel like it is a big start to really reclaiming and rebuilding the church now with this. It now starts with this. Every defense brings me closer to figuring out what in the world is missing. I'm not sure what is missing here. It's mind-boggling me. Something is missing. Can I really call this a reign right now? It kind of is. It kind of isn't. Something's missing. But when it comes down to the church, we are rebuilding, and we will rebuild stronger than before. That's pretty much the best way to put that. But I respect everyone in their paths. The path to greatness, that is. Yes.
Speaking of rebuilding and things going the way that you wanted them to, and even new things, we noticed something the last Thursday on Turmoil. Y- I want you to explain this. We don't have the picture right now because Bob failed to get us the picture. But was that a flask in your hand? Are you were you drinking?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, I was drinking. Why? Because the good one, the good pastor, Pastor Zelo, needs his daily holy water. How do you think I stay so quick and fit and looking good and prancing around and preaching the word and hopping in the ring and hopping on out and traveling here and traveling there and being everywhere without being properly hydrated by the
Hmm.
holy water? Now everyone's like, "Oh, it's the that pastorholic, alcoholic." You don't even know what is in my flask. All it is holy water. Now this is the thing. Okay. The thing about the holy water is it's only good for people of the Holy Spirit. It's only good for people of good vibes, good intentions, just good. If someone that was not good were to drink the water, I'm not sure if it has the same effects. This keeps me going. This keeps me hot stepping through the crowd. It keeps me making sure I'm collecting donations from all the people to rebuild and strengthen the church. It's not alcohol. I keep the holy wine at home. That's for Sundays like this one where I need to kick back and enjoy. Because, even God took a break on the seventh day. But no, it's just holy water. It's holy water. Now, I
Is
will.
it holy water? Because we saw you passing. Well, I'm not gonna say we because I wasn't there, but Bob says he was there and he saw you pass it to Brandon X
Well, now,
after.
that's the thing. If you are an individual of good intentions and you need healing, oh, it also works as a healer. And then you saw there, it healed Mr. Brandon Xavier. It healed him. Now, this is the thing. As you also saw, I told him just to take a sip, just take a little bit. He took a little too much. and for some people, it makes you act a little out of place, a little crazy, a little too energetic. Too so energetic that he got my title, the tag titles, all the titles away from everybody. You're almost inhuman when you drink too much. Almost, shall I say, godly. But I know the rules. I know how much that I can drink at a time. But for normal individuals, it's not a good thing. No, no, no. And we know Brandon not to be a normal individual, but also that with the water, ooh, he could have wrestled everybody that night and probably won everything.
Yes, I get that. And Ken asked, "What's the address again?" Like, Ken, dude, you've been on the show.
Multitude of times. It's just around the corner from your baby mama's house, and if you don't know what that is, do you really take care of your children, sir? Do you not know where your baby mama's house is? Because it's right around the corner. I don't know what else to tell you.
Look here, Tim. We are not trying to find ways to undercut the good one.
Tim,
There,
I like this guy.
let me explain. Let
Always
me explain.
for the rescue. It's always been that thing. Superman rescues and saves and always there for everybody, but who is there for Superman? And Tim, you're there for Superman. Yes, yes, you are.
First off, let's be clear about something. We got reports that you and Ronnie Rotten were in cahoots to build this church, and nobody had an address to it but you and Ronnie Rotten. Now, I sent Bob to interview you, and according to Bob, you kept ducking and dodging him. You gave him the wrong address. Look, I'm not in here to undercut anyone. We just wanted to make sure that the church was real, nothing was going on shady. We talked to Ronnie Rotten about this before. People were coming up missing. All right,
Well,
so
you know what? Let's put it this way. Since it seems that we're switching things to Extreme Fight World. Extreme Fight World, I have nothing to do with Ronnie Ryan. Not a single thing. I had an interview at one of the with Ronnie Ryan, and he couldn't even answer where all this crazy money was coming from. So I know there's something up with him. But I have people with me in Extreme Fight World ready to take down his evil plans and all the other crazy things. And it starts with Mr. Crumbles. Mr. Crumbles, you see, you cost me. You cost me the ability to be the EFW, first EFW champion. And now the tables have turned because I cost you the same opportunity, sir.
okay.
What
Now,
is it now? What is it
I'm
going to
glad
be now, sir? Make your move. We're playing chess out here. I'm so ready for you to make your move. Yes.
I'm glad you brought that up about Mr. Rotten because I got invoices right here that say he's made a lot of donations to the church. Mr. Ronnie Rotten, to be exact. Invoices right here. He made a lot of donations in the church's name, but you have nothing to do with him?
So, for someone to make a donation to the church, I have to have something to do with them. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Multiple people make donations to the church. Why do I have to have something to do with them? Some of them have good intentions. Now, do I know possibly what Mr. Ronnie Rotten's intentions is? I don't, because you see, he has issues with Dios Salvador. He is one at EFW that you know what, because I had the issue with him at Mega, I respect him. I respect him for what he does. And he seems to be having an issue there with Mr. Ronnie Rotten. So you know what? I don't trust anything that Mr. Ronnie Rotten has to say or has to do. But if he gonna throw a little money in the bank for the church, uh, there's people that need that. I can't stop my operation just because of a bad seed kind of flowing in. But no, do I have anything to do with them? Absolutely not. No, not at all. Mm-mm.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Better be fair.
You're right. I apologize for that. That was very unprofessional, but now that you've cleared that up, you are
If the
correct.
other
No
guy,
nations.
wasn't the other guy here? Like, what?
Ken's on vacation. It's me tonight. So, like I said, you're
He was
fair.
on vacation on the most important day. Now, come on here. This was a. He knew Sunday wasn't important. You know, like I said earlier, God took Sunday off. He took the 7 days off. I could have took the 7th day off, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna do this podcast, and he takes a break. I can't even. The respect,
Fair,
the shade.
fair enough. Fair enough. Now, uh, I just have to ask. Now, this is something new that I've learned about you. In your time at Exodus Pro, you've had a little bit of luck winning a large amount of money several times. Once
Yeah.
$5,000, then the other one's $20,000, I believe, 10 or 20. And you've had help. Who's the mysterious man helping you in the purple suit?
You say mysterious. Ooh, what mysterious? You see that's crazy. With all your news people, you be getting just a little bit of the information. Are you even watching what is going on? That man in the suit, that man 6'9" man from the concrete jungles of New York City, the urban playboy, pretty boy Smooth,
Sounds like a pimp if you
NWA
ask me.
Midwest champion. Now, come on. You're supposed to be doing your research here. You're supposed to be doing an interview. You should have this information.
We
Now,
have our
it's
information, but according to our sources, nobody we talked to actually wanted to give this guy nobody wanted to give his name. So because he's with you all of the time, we got to know.
you gotta know. Well, you gotta get your information. It's all over the interwebs. It's all over your TV.
The interweb.
Yes, the interwebs, not the internet, the interwebs. It is all over your TV screen. It is in your papers. It's in your newsletters. He is Cleveland's big thing. I am his confidant. And together we are Exodus Pro. It shouldn't even be called Exodus Pro. It should be called the NWA Midwest Champion Pretty Boy Smooth and Pastor CeeLo Show is what it should be called. Now, my only situation and issue there right now seems to be Mike from State Farm. Mike from
Uh, his mic, your mic cut out, Pastor. We don't. I don't have you. Well. Ken, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Okay, well, we're gonna get past. I'm gonna get on the horn and try to get Pastor CeeLo's. They're trying to get his mic back on, but we'll touch base with that. So give me a second. I'll try to get Pastor CeeLo back on. I'll be right back.
But as we try to figure out what's going on with the pastor's mic, I do want to say, oh,
Can you hear me now?
yes, we can.
All right, good. There we go. All right.
Beautiful. Pastor, I want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I apologize for not being able to be a part of the show originally. I was on vacation, a vacation at the church. I stopped by to see the church. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I am a believer.
I appreciate you. Yes. We need more people like you. Definitely, absolutely.
Now I know I do apologize. I hope Mel was nice to you. I'm
And he kept bringing up Bob, and that man. I feel like he's
yeah.
obsessed with him.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Now I don't know exactly where Bob is. Um, I hope that we don't have any more interruptions like we did the last time that we had a conversation.
Absolutely.
The first thing I do want to mention, and I know Mel may have touched on this. How does it feel to be a champion?
It feels. It feels. It feels good. It feels very good. It feels great. It feels amazing. It feels very good. Even as I told him, something is missing. Something is missing here from this title. From this title, before it can really be a title reign for the good Pastor Bastacilo. Once I figure out what it is, we are going to take this to new heights. And as I said before, anyone who wants to step up, anybody that wants to challenge, that was the fighting spirit is full. I am the workhorse of the covenant, and I shall put in good work. Yes.
No, no, Pastor, I want no smoke. However, I would when you do figure out what it is that you need, you make sure you let me know because I am a believer. So
For
I
sure.
will help donate and I will gather the rest of the congregation as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Now, I do have a question for you. If you did have an opportunity to talk to Bob, what exactly would you say about this consistent harassment? Because I know I've got some words for him myself. We want you on as a guest frequently, Pastor. So this is not the type of stuff that we need on the 216 Sports Network. So what would you say to Bob if you had an opportunity?
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's very simple. Um, who's paying you? That's what I would like to know. Why are you so obsessed with trying to figure out what I'm behind? I'm not I'm behind the load. I'm behind the good word. Who is paying you for this information? You are an investigator. Who's having you investigate me? I feel like there is something bigger behind this. Not sure what it is, but I hope it gets figured out because this is getting quite annoying. Like I don't need to start have to funding security for this individual. I see him in my sleep. So it's ridiculous. Like I can't even go to the bathroom by myself without thinking he's in a store. It's ridiculous. But I feel he's just a big fan. He's just a big fan of the good pastor. I hope there are no real bad intentions when it comes to Mr. Bob, who has a first and last name that's the same. That's weird. I don't know.
I do want to address this comment that I put up on the screen that it seems like the 216 Sports Network is paying them. Now, Pastor, I am an affiliate of the 216 Sports Network, Strawbro Sports Show. Me and my brother, we pride ourselves on working for this company. Because I've been working for a little bit now, have asked Mel to let me take a look behind the scenes through the books and through a couple of the things. And I will say, we did some investigating. Bob is nowhere on the books. He is not an employee. He's not being paid by the 216 Sports Network. However, I do know that he has a personal relationship with Romel, so I cannot speak for what their personal relationship is. But what I can say is, as a company, we do not employ Bob. We would not do this to one of our guests and the champion like yourself.
See now, pieces are starting to fall together because not too long ago, Mel he said that Bob was an employee of his, not the 216 network, but of his. Yeah. Oh, you know what? The eggs frying. Oh, it's cooking. I'm adding my little chili oil to it. We're about to have a plate here pretty soon. I'm gonna figure out what's going on. Well, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Yeah.
And I know we might be miles away, but I'm starting to smell the meal coming together, Pastor.
Oh yes, it's coming together. Yes. Ooh.
Now, I will continue to look into these type of things, and I will continue to investigate myself. But there's only so much I can look into as a small member of this company. It would take Mel to kind of give us some of those answers before we could really get to the bottom of this. But I promise you, Pastor, on behalf of the Strawbro Sports Show, we will continue to investigate Bob because we're just not understanding where all this is coming from. Now,
Absolutely. Yes.
Pastor, do me a favor. Let the people know where you might be next. I know Mel may have gone over this for you, but I'm taking over, so we're gonna run more of this. Let the people know where can they find and see the pastor.
So, I mean, you can pretty much see me weekly. Make sure that you are tuning in to Mega Championship Wrestling's Facebook page. And we're also now on YouTube. The stream has been running much smoother, but you get to see some of Mega Championship Wrestling's best every Thursday, 8 o'clock on their channel there. And you'll even see me popping and defending this right here, defending the Fighting Spirit title. From there, when it comes to live shows, if you guys come down to Sandusky, Ohio, where Mega Championship Wrestling will be at Colossal Con. Now, you might not see the pastor, but you might see someone that looks like just saying. But definitely come down to Colossal Con. Every year we go down, the crowd gets bigger. It gets bigger, and we get more creative with what we do down there. We'll have 3 shows. Make sure you come down. Flyers are going to be everywhere for the show. Please attend. Now for the good one, this is news that has been circulating over the internet, but I will be attending the NWA territory show. I do apologize for forgetting the name. Taking Back Territories. Yes, there we go. I will be attending the NWA tapings for that. So I will be traveling right after the Colossal Con show down to Knoxville, Tennessee, where we will be doing those TV tapings for that. From there, we will be back at Mega Championship Wrestling June 8th in Niles, Ohio. To do the retro show that will also be featuring the Bob Brooded Beefcake. My mind is going crazy. Bob is just everywhere for me. But definitely tune in if you are an individual from Niles, Girard, Warren, Youngstown, in that area. Come through. We will be having the show from 1 to 4 for the wrestling and a signing hour before. But from there, I mean, there's many places I will be back. Of course, Exodus Pro. I will have spots here soon at other places too. More than likely will be posted on my page, whether Facebook, Instagram, my Twitter. We're getting back up there, but it's working. TikTok, things like that.
Hey, wait, now, hold on there, buddy. I'm seeing all the stuff that you guys are saying about me here on social media. I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna stand for it. Okay, this is bullpucky. Now,
Bob.
Pastor,
What is a
what?
pool pucky? What in the world is a pool pucky? Can you even spell pool pucky?
I can spell a lot more words than you can put up in a Bible, buddy.
What does
First of all, Bob, do not insult our guests. Second of all, this is a 216
how does he
Sports Network podcast. You are not supposed to be here.
Says who?
You
Says
need some
I am an
holy water.
employee.
That's what
I
you need.
have the
Some holy
paperwork.
I what
The
I looked
alcoholic
through
flask. Look
I
at that.
looked no, stop it. Stop insulting the pastor. I've looked through the paperwork. There's nothing with your name on it.
That's because it's not at the offices. It's not supposed to be. I'm an employee. I pay taxes every year for this. Mr. Thorpe
But
paid
who
me
do
very
you
well to do
work
my
for?
job.
Who do you work for? Who is paying you? You have to be paid for you to pay your taxes. Who is paying you?
I pay my taxes. Unlike you crooked guy.
Why does the church? What? I'm not crooked.
I am not a stalker. Whoever this Tim guy is, I am not a stalker. I do my job and I do it well. Boy, howdy.
I don't know about
Boy,
that.
howdy, where you getting this lingo from?
It's normal lingo, unlike you with your goods and your. I can't say half of the things I've heard you say at shows. But boy, howdy, you're gonna stop acting like you aren't a bad person and a crooked pastor. You're serving the people the wrong way.
I'm serving the people by bringing them entertainment. I'm serving the people as being a fighting champion. I am serving the people as just bringing my presence. That is how I've gotten everywhere that I have gotten. That is how I've made it to places like the top of the fighting food chain, which is the fighting championship, which I'll soon be on TV, presenting the good word, spreading it even further than before. And you say that I'm crooked. I'm doing everything out the goodness of my soul, baby. What you mean?
Thank you, Pastor. And I apologize. It looks like Bob has lost connection. Hopefully,
He
somebody on his
froze.
end.
He
Yeah,
had
he froze. Absolutely.
nothing.
You know what? I don't know if that could have. Here, we're gonna slide him out of there.
There we
I
go. Look at
apologize once again, Pastor. And I do want to point it out, as you heard him say, he said Romel. He said he works for Romel. He doesn't work for us. I don't understand how he even has access to our streams. I'm gonna have to talk to Mel about this. But every time I try to talk to Mel about this, he doesn't want to talk about Bob. So I apologize once again, Pastor. But as you see, it's not going good for him.
no, no, not at all. Not at all.
And I agree with this. Trying to soil the good word of the good pastor.
Exactly, and it's why why can't I just be seen as what I am? I am just a good individual trying to bring the amazing word to everyone that wants to hear it. Yes.
Preach. Now, I think we're okay. So I think we're okay to move on here. Pastor, what new plans do you have for the church?
Oh man, new plan. You know, right now it's just kind of in the rebuilding stage. When it comes to the church, many things have happened. People have come, people have left. But at this point, right now, it's worrying about keeping the title a prominent thing, keeping the title um, as what it is, a fighting title. That is currently where my direction is at the moment. The church is going to come. The church is going to rebuild, and when it does, it's going to be a beautiful thing. But right now, my focus is being a champion. And I think that was my downfall the first time around, because I've had many opportunities to win a title and I didn't. And it was because my focus was so much into the church. It wasn't as
Ah,
focused in the
see,
ring.
you paid
Ah,
somebody to cut my internet.
what?
Yeah, you thought you were slick,
What's
buddy. I
going on
guess I
here?
showed you.
Oh God, and I need to have some holy water. I feel drained. Oh,
I think that's holy alcohol, if you ask me. And and
ooh,
and, and I can pay for internet. I know you got people trying to cut me out and cut my feeds and kill my computers and all my evidence of you. Boy, howdy, I'm gonna get you.
oh my goodness. What do you mean? Why do I need to touch your internet? I have my own internet. You just have some bad cell phone service internet. Do you
I
still
don't
have
have a bad cell phone service.
oh,
I have the best internet you can get, boy, howdy. And Ken, how could you stand on the side of a guy like this? We've been sitting up here working together for since you got here. I've been with this company since the start, and everything that I've reported has never been false. I can't
First of
believe you guys.
First of all, Bob, I'm going to correct you. We have never worked together. The only time we have done a podcast together is when I have tried to interview the good pastor, and you have interrupted our interview, stormed through with reckless allegations that you have
They're
had
not reckless. It's
no
just the
evidence.
truth.
You have had zero evidence to back up any of the allegations you have made against the pastor in the church.
I got a whole notebook full of things.
you have a
This,
big
this, this right here, this
you
right here
have
shows
false information.
everything that the pastor has been doing. Mr. Thorpe even had invoices of you getting up here and taking donations from Ronnie Rotten, but you say you got nothing to do with him. I think that's very interesting, buddy.
Have nothing at all to do with Rodney Rotten. He wants to donate to the church. That's his problem, because he's not going to see anything out of it. All right. He has nothing to do with I have nothing to do with he. It's that simple.
Yeah, I don't believe that. And whatever you heard about me, it's false. I can tell you that, buddy.
You can't prove me false when you're proving me true. You keep doing the same thing every single time. I go out my day to give these interviews to make sure that I am giving more views to the sports network, and you just pop in with all your evil allegations trying to tell me I'm a bad crooked bastard when I am the good one. I am the fighting spirit champion. I am good.
You are bad, and I can prove it. And boy, howdy, when I get wait till
But
Mr. Thorpe, wait till Mr. Thorpe gives me my own show. Boy, you're going down.
you don't even work here. What are you talking about?
I do work here. I have the paperwork to prove it.
Y'all need to tighten your security.
I,
I think you got a bug infestation
w-
over there. You
w-
need to
Oh,
tighten
oh,
it up just
oh,
a
so
little.
now I'm a bug. Now I'm a bug. Okay. All right, buddy. I'll show you. I'll show you. Uh-huh. Here's a list of all the names and all the people you've taken money from within the past 2 years from a church that doesn't exist. Ha!
Bob,
Explain that.
we can't see the list.
I see lines. I see that.
There's a list right there, buddy.
That actually that said spaghetti, ravioli, bread, milk. That
Oh,
just
that's my shopping list. Don't pay attention to that. Wrong list.
I don't think that was the list.
That was the wrong list. That was my shopping list. Hold on.
Bob. This is
Here it
your
is. Here's it. Here it is. Here's a list that you sent the 216 Sports Network about all the places that you were taking money from, and none of these people have seen a return on anything. No church, no pews, nothing. But yet you sit up here and you spit your bullpucky about holographic windows that show you. Huh? Where's the money going?
What the money is going wherever it needs to be funded to. It funds the people. It funds the charities. It funds the people that just need a place to stay for the night. It funds many things. But why would I have that information out to the public for people to get a hold of? That
Hey,
is
guess what?
you
Tax information is public information, buddy.
safe because you have to keep track of where all money goes to. So when some of us do our taxes, we have
You
that
don't do your taxes.
that. So yes,
Hey, wait a
Pastor.
minute. Is that a gold chain you got on?
well, absolutely, yes.
Or where'd you get the money for that, huh? You still out of last week's collection?
Wait a minute. Last week's collection has nothing to do with this chain. I've had this chain for quite some time now. Yes, I'm here. What is this? Why is Mr. Rotten in here? What is going on here? It's Baba.
False donations, huh? See, I knew something was going on with you.
See, you think he's funding, but he says he's not funding. So you know what? Whatever you say, Mr. Bob, is false information. Where are you getting your information from?
Thank
Well,
you.
to
Hold
be
on,
fair, you just said, you literally just said, if he wants to make donations to the church, he can, and he has. Now there's somebody saying, some false guy saying he didn't, and you're saying he didn't? Yeah. Boy, howdy, believe that. I'll be making more investigations
First,
on this.
first of all, Pastor, that those you don't need to even respond. You
As
responded elegantly as you did. There was no need to even respond to his.
individuals that want to donate anonymously all the
You
time.
can't even get the word right. It's anonymously.
Anonymously.
Ha!
Anonymously. I got the word out. Anonymously. They want to donate anonymously all the time, and I allow them to do that. No issue, no problem. If they want to donate out the joy and goodness of their heart, I allow them to do so. Why do people have to be recognized for every good thing they do? Maybe they just want to do it out of the joy of their heart. Now, on the flip side of things, if he is an individual that is saying he has not donated, then maybe he hasn't. I can't recall a time I've ever seen an envelope or an invoice with his name on it. He could have been anonymous if he wanted to, or he could just be
Hmm.
doing it whatsoever.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Pastor.
I,
Bob,
I, I,
Bob,
s- I
Bob.
swear, I'm gonna get you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a phone call to the Tigers. Then I know you got. I know you still got beef with them. They're not finished with you, buddy.
Oh my goodness! Why are you bringing up old stuff? What is going on? What? him out of here. Get him out of here. What is going on? This Bob individual, he is delirious.
Yes, and Bob,
I am not delirious.
I would like you to address the comment on the screen.
Yes.
Those are not BS statements.
His
Mr. Rotten, I've seen you buy people. Well, I've seen Mr. Rotten buy people because I don't know who this Justin guy is, but I've seen him buy people. He's got a 6-foot MMA fighter and another kickboxer on his payroll. Like, come on, you guys are you're not fooling anybody.
Isn't that his business? What he does, though. See, you investigating all the crazy and wrong things. Let's investigate who is paying you. Oh no! Now he goes away. Look.
Camera cuts off. You see, I know you guys are messing with my camera. Mr. Thorpe pays me, and he pays me very well. I have the best internet. I got the best computers, the best writing materials. I got the best everything to do my job.
Yeah. So you say. Mm-hmm.
You guys are not fooling anybody. I know what's going on here.
Bob, the only thing that's going on here is you continue to be unprofessional with the GOOD pastor. Okay, that's the only.
I am not unprofessional. I am doing my job. I wish you guys would stick by me on this. I've shared all your stuff. I come to your guys' events when you hold them. You guys are not fooling anybody by standing here with this crooked guy. I'll show you guys. I'll show you.
You're not
just wait.
anybody.
And once again, I apologize, Pastor, for crooked. All of these these insults, these reckless allegations, as I call them.
They're not reckless allegations.
It's what they are.
Oh,
they are. It's what they.
We're still waiting for your evidence, Bob.
What evidence? I showed you the notebook. I showed you the list. I showed you the infos.
You can't show me that. There was broccoli on that list. Come on now.
Oh, so now it's broccoli. I show you one bad list. That was my shopping list, and all of a sudden you think I'm just making stuff up. I'm not making stuff up. I know you were hiding something.
We kind of think that.
Speaking of being accused and having to answer, Bob, how about this? How is this your job? The last time you was in EFW, you got involved and cost the GOOD one a match and ran. Bob, do you have a vendetta against the pastor?
First off, I didn't even know he was in a match. I was looking for the pastor. This big, tall guy told me he was in the front. I go to the front. He's got a match going on. How was I supposed to know? I'm not a wrestler. I'm a reporter.
Let me answer that. Ding, ding, ding. Because you're supposed to be an investigator. You're supposed to investigate these things. So why did you even come to EFW if you didn't even know I had a match? I think you're just spitting all this bullhickey everywhere. I feel like you have something else going on. What are you hiding, Mr. Bob? Or isn't that even your real name?
Of course that's my real name. Bob. They call it twice.
No. Not believing it. Nope.
I'm not gonna sit here and take this from you guys. You know this is wrong. The pastor knows this is wrong, and the fact that you're standing with him.
I don't know this is wrong. I know this is good. I know this is very good. It's good. It's good for publicity. That's what it's good for. Yes.
Publicity, huh? All you're worried about is your money and your bankroll. We can tell by the gold chain and the purple little thing around your neck.
Yes, exactly. That's how I have to fund the people, have to fund the charities, have to fund the homeless, have to fund the this and the that and the everything. I gotta fund you. I gotta bring money to everybody, and for me to bring money to everybody, I have to collect the money from everybody, and I have.
You mean steal the money from everybody?
All the people that need the money. Oh my goodness. Wait, what? Can confirm he does not. Oh, even the network tells you you don't work for us.
That shows what you know, buddy. It says it is. I am with them. Read it again. Bring up the comment again.
Up the flows if you need something, I can definitely help you out. Come on now.
So this is news
to me. It says I am with the company. I can read it. I got glasses and can see that.
I'm ashamed to be wearing this T-shirt right now. I'm gonna have to have a conversation with Ramel. I did not know that Bob was a part of this. Bob, if you were a part of this from the beginning, there's no reason for you to have been so secretive and hiding the way that you have been.
I
I
haven't
think
been hiding. I've been doing what Mr. Thorpe told
no.
me to do.
Well, then somebody else is going to have to answer some questions as well, because this is not how we need to be conducting business with the pastor in the church. We are possibly investing in the church as a company. This is not how we should be treating the pastor.
Yes.
Investing in the church. I didn't hear anything about
Progress being made here. We are a good partnership, and you are ruining it with these. You know what? You should start a YouTube. Why don't you go and do your little vlogs on the YouTube or something? Get your information out that way. But let us be peas. Yes, peas.
peas. I don't even like peas. And what are you talking about peas? The only peas you know are the peas that you're stealing from people from that silly collection plate.
The, the collection plate is currently gone at the moment. I will have a new one, and it will be one that collects more for the people in need. I am one
Oh,
for the people in
oh,
need. I am
oh.
a
So you mean the one that you got made of solid gold that you haven't brought out yet?
exactly. I haven't brought it out yet because we haven't had the next mega show yet.
Where did you get the money to buy a solid gold collection plate, huh?
From my job, and my job is bringing the good word to all the individuals. Yes.
I can confirm that the Straw Bro Sports Show made a donation to the good pastor.
We
You
are.
did what?
Yes.
Absolutely. We are
What
believers in
in
the
the
word.
hullabaloo are you guys thinking? You're gonna give your hard-earned money to this crook?
Yes, yes. Hullabaloo, doo doo doo.
First of all, we made a good donation, and the pastor has already sent us a drawing of what will be presented in the church to honor our donation. So
Yes,
it's just a matter of time.
yes. And you know what, Bob, if you ever want to get a seat at the church, don't you worry. I'll get you one of the best seats in the house. I will make sure you are in row 834 and you have at least seat 1623. Now that puts you right almost in the middle so you can see me at the podium giving you the good word. But actually, if for any reason you can't, if you pay an extra $85.39, we will get you a personal hologram so you can look at it directly in front of you and still hear and see the good word. It also comes with complimentary headphones and a soft drink. Yes.
Who has all the money to do this at a church? That's not even a church. It sounds like a movie theater.
No,
85, 90, 800. What kind of who charges to sit at a church?
what do you mean? That is part of the donation. If you want to make the big donations, that is what you receive when you make those type of donations. You receive the good treatment. I want you to know what it feels like to walk the streets of gold, a place that every individual, good individuals, will be as we pass on when you go through those pearly, beautiful gates. I want you to receive that experience while you're still here on the grounds of earth. But you gotta make sure you are giving back to the people as I make sure I give back to the people.
Uh,
So why not get
That,
rewarded for that?
that's
Yes.
not a reward. That's just a trinket that you're giving people to sit up there you know what? I'm on my way to go investigate you. I know where you are. You're sitting there. I know how to get to the mega school. I will be there soon, buddy. You just wait. I'm gonna go.
No, I like that, but okay.
I apologize once again, Pastor. Just curious about the sponsorship level that we are at in the church. Does that qualify us for the hologram, or
Oh,
or, or is it or is another donation required?
that's in the package. That is already in the package for you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Absolutely. But you know what? You're going to be much closer up, so you may not even need the hologram, but it is there just in case. Absolutely.
Listen. Every once in a while, sometimes you do get late to church. So if I have to sit in the back, that's okay. I have my hologram, and everything will be beautiful there.
People
Um,
reserve those seats. So
We're on the reserve list, Pastor. So there's no worries there. So I want to apologize again for Bob. It just ridiculous. As you see, he was called out and nothing to back up his allegations. He showed us a grocery list for goodness sake. And I don't even understand some of the words he was even saying. Bob makes no sense. I apologize. I didn't even know he was a part of this network, but I'm confused because, as you've seen, Pastor, we're invested in the church.
yes, yes, invested you all and rewarded you become. Yes, yes, and we appreciate all that you do. Yes.
And we appreciate what you do, Pastor. Now, I think now that we've got Bob out of the way, I think I want to ask this question a different way. Is there a possibility that you want to catch Bob in the ring or near a ring?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's crazy. It would even have to come to something like that. But I will tell you, if I need to, Mr. Ronnie Rotten, if you are listening, if it has to come down to, I mean, maybe to teach him a good lesson, maybe it should be inside the EFW ring. Now, I feel like that would also be a waste of time, especially when I have Mr. Crumbles on the mind. But you know what? To get him out of the way, maybe it's something that's needed.
I can understand that, and I'm sorry that in any way you got taken away from where your focus is right now. I can understand as a champion you need to be focused.
Pastor,
Welcome,
I
welcome back.
deeply apologize. I'm sorry, Bob got on the feed. I do apologize for this. You know, we have a very good relationship with you. You are a very good friend of the show. Please, I will handle Bob. Ken, I will handle Bob. Okay, let's just throw
Hey,
that out there.
room that
I'm
Bob.
I'm conf- I'm just I'm really confused, boss. I'm not gonna lie here. Okay, I'm
Wait,
not.
what?
I'm gonna be honest with the people. I'm a bit confused here on what's going on because Bob continues to just jump in and continue to just interrupt these interviews. There's there's very, very, very suspicious things going on. I've looked through the books. I can't find Bob's name anywhere. I
Look,
just
look, look, look. Listen, Bob is on the books. I keep him off of the public books because I really don't want a lawsuit. Okay, let's
Oh,
just make that clear. I don't want a lawsuit.
public and private books, but he's looking into everything that the churches do. What's really going on at the 216 Sports Network?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I just don't want a lawsuit because I know Bob has a tendency to rub people the wrong way. So I deeply apologize, Pastor. We've made a contribution to the church in good faith. So please, we're not we're not against you. And you know that. You've been a friend of the show for many, many years, and we've never had a problem. I
Uh,
sent Bob to do one job and he took his job too far. I will handle that. I promise.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what you get handled there. Yes.
I don't know what he said to you, but I apologize. Can
there
we
was a
move forward?
Oh, we're trying to move forward. We're trying to turn the other cheek, but you know what? The voice just kind of makes the cheek turn back the other way and then want to smack him in his. I'm just saying.
uh, Pastor. I would like to now that we've kind of got this, and yes, I mean Ramel, I will let you kind of address all of those comments. Now that we have this interview back in order, I
I don't have
myself,
any hidden agendas. I
I
have a great relationship with EFW. Tim, you should know this. I have a great relationship with the church. We have a relationship with the Pro Football Hall of Fame. How could I have a hidden agenda? I'm trying to look out for people who have helped us out. Pastor CeeLo has helped us out in many, many times by being on the show. So now we're at a point where we can make contributions to the church. CeeLo, you've seen them. You can't say they're not good contributions. The church looks amazing, by the way. I'm a fan of the pews, man. Those heated seats are awesome, by the way.
Aren't they? Yes, yes, yes. And then for the summertime, they have great air conditioning. You're going
Really?
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, we're gonna have to come out there in the summertime. But
I
seriously,
So,
Bob was not Tim. Bob was not at our house. Okay, I don't know where Tim is getting this information from, but Bob was not at my house. I got my kids here, but that's about it. And as far as Justin, I got nothing on that one. I got nothing. But CeeLo, you know you are a friend of the show. You are a friend of the company. We
yeah,
we supported your career from day one. So please, I will handle Bob. Okay, I
absolutely.
will handle Bob.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Pastor,
Now,
hold on, Pastor. I myself am going to leave the stream. I'm actually headed to the church for our late night Sunday service. So, Pastor, I will see you very,
Yes.
very
I,
soon. It was amazing to catch up with you. Congratulations, and hopefully, maybe later, maybe I'll get to hold the belt.
you know what? There is a fee. It's 25. And that goes to Mega. That goes to the good
Okay,
people at Mega. Okay. But absolutely, you give your ticket Pikachu with it with a $5 more.
absolutely. All
There
right,
you go.
all
Yes, yes.
right. Thank you very much, Pastor Mel. I'm going to pass this back off to you now that we got rid of Bob and we can get back to being a professional company, the
I
216
got you.
Sports Network. And Pastor, I will see you and talk to you very soon. Have a good night.
Absolutely.
All right, that was Ken Straub of the 216 Sports Network. So with that being said, Pastor, can you tell everybody what you got coming up as far as in-ring action is concerned?
In ring action, like I was speaking on before, we do have every Thursday night, every week, Mega Championship Wrestling on their Facebook and YouTube page. We do have the Colossal Con coming up. Will feature Mega Championship Wrestling for 3 separate shows that day, so definitely come down. That'll be on the 31st. June 1st, I will be heading to Knoxville, Tennessee for the NWA TV taping. So definitely be watching to see the good pastor there. From there, for live shows, we will be in Niles, Ohio for Mega Championship Wrestling for the Retro Show featuring Brutus the Barber Beefcake. But from there, more and more will be posted on my Facebook page, my Instagram, my TikTok, my Twitter. It'll be everywhere. Yes.
Justin wants to know if there's a cash app for donations.
Absolutely, absolutely. For donations, it is good pasta. 4 O's. Good pasta. That is the cash app. Absolutely. If you want to make any type of donations to the good pasta, you have that ability to do that. All donations go to the church, and all the church donations go to good things. So yes, yes, absolutely. We do appreciate you. Yes.
Hey, there you go. Uh, while we're at it, since you brought it up, tell everybody where they can find you and follow you, your career, and everything you got going on social media.
I mean, pretty much you will find me on all social media. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. Pretty much, if you go to the Facebook page, you will find me on everything. Everything will be linked there for you. But you can even find me on the TikTok, putting up little highlight clips of where I may be next and different things that I will be doing here in the future, and even a few little match clips if you're not able to come to the show. I'll throw some highlights up there. Yeah, but make sure you are following on all platforms. Yes.
And as you can see, to help out with the church, we even got your cash app up there.
They are good. They donate well. They donate very well. Yes.
All right. All right, folks. And that concludes our episode of Outside Interference. Pastor, I do apologize again for Bob coming in and just causing a ruckus. I do apologize. I will handle Bob for those watching. We will make sure this does not happen again.
Yeah. We will. Hopefully you see to it personally, because I'm
I
not.
will.
With all the allegations, your fingerprints are kind of all over this.
My fingerprints are not on this. My name is attached to it. Yes, that's fine. I will
That
take that.
kind of
But
this.
I promise you, we will handle this. I will handle it personally. Bob will learn his lesson. Believe me, he will learn his lesson. Oh, and as we're closing this out, I got something new for you guys. So instead of our normal overlay slate of our 216 Sports Network shows, got a little something better for the folks at home. So while we close it out, here's a new thing. So for the good pastor,
Yeah,
for
you
myself, for Ken Straub and the 216 Network, excuse me, and the 216 Sports Network, we will see you later.
yeah.
It's Taco Day, bitch.